Alright boys, break season is coming and with it comes a massive batch of weapon balance changes in Delta Force. So in today's video, I'm diving into everything that's changing, what got buffed, what got nerfed, and most importantly, what's now secretly broken that you should start using before it gets nerfed again. And as always, if you're part of the DFM gang, hit that like button, drop a DFM gang in the comments, and I might just feature you in the next video. Big thanks to these players who showed support in my last video. Let's break it down. Let's kick things off with the change that affects everyone. The breath hold mechanic. This one's low-key huge. The recoil stability you used to get while holding your breath, that's been nerfed hard. They've greatly reduced the effect of breath holding that came from your weapon stability stats, so all those builds stacking recoil control like crazy won't benefit from that boost anymore. On the bright side though, they added automatic breath holding on mobile, so at least we're not juggling buttons like a piano solo just to hold our breath and aim. A big advantage for mobile players. Now onto the DMRs, and this season they got a full-on family makeover. The SR25 had its base firing stability and recoil feel completely reworked. The biggest highlight here is the recoil recovery, which got doubled from 50% to 100%. That's not just a tweak, that's an entirely new weapon experience. The PSG1 followed the same route in terms of better horizontal firing stability and smoother feel under canted aiming. But they didn't just hand out buffs. The muzzle velocity on PSG1 dropped from 750 meters per second to 550. That's a pretty significant nerf for long-range fans. The SVD also got the SR25 treatment. Its basic firing and recoil feel have been reconstructed and canted aiming stability has been improved. Recoil rebound was increased to 100% as well, which honestly makes it feel much smoother during follow-up shots. The SKS and SR9 both got similar upgrades, more firing stability, especially while canted. But again, the SR9 took a hit in muzzle velocity, dropping from 750 to 550. It's clear the devs are trying to rebalance the long-range dominance across the marksman category. Mini 14 wasn't left out either. It's been enhanced for better horizontal control and recoil management, and it's now noticeably smoother during canted aiming too. Overall, the marksman class feels a bit more diverse now, but slower muzzle velocity across the board means you gotta lead your shots better. Now, let's talk AKM. This thing just went from good to god tier with a few smart buffs. First off, the performance barrel combo now gives a major boost to hip-fire recoil control. So if you're the type to run into fights face first, you're gonna love how this handles. Meanwhile, the practical long barrel combo boosts the stability while firing and gives a slight recoil adjustment. It's more controlled, especially for medium range engagements. But here's the real kicker, the AKM's base damage got bumped from 39 to 40 and the headshot multiplier was increased from 1.9 to 2.5. Only in operation mode, that's insane. You're literally getting paid in damage for clean headshots now. It's time to stop body spraying and start aiming up. Let's shift to operations mode because some major balancing happened there too. The KE-437 assault rifle got slapped with a nerf. Handling speed dropped from 55 to 48. You'll feel that delay during weapon switches and snap aims for sure. The MP7 SMG also took a bit of a roller coaster. Its hipfire accuracy was reduced from 68 to 60 and overall spread was changed. The first 6 bullets now spread less, but after that the spread increases. So in short, burst fire this thing or you're going to be spraying paint on the wall. On the upside, the SR25 and M7 battle rifle both got an abdomen damage multiplier buff from 0.9 to 1.0, and the SR25 also had its limb damage multiplier nudged up from 0.4 to 0.5. It's a small buff but enough to make your shots feel more consistent when you're not hitting clean body shots. So those minor whiffs you used to make, they now hit harder. Take that as a win. Let's talk range now. The CI-19 assault rifle got a sneaky buff that's gonna make it a mid-range menace. Its base range got increased from 27 to 35 meters and its second damage drop-off went from 54 to 62 meters. That's a huge gap, especially if you're playing on larger maps. This rifle might not be flashy, but now it punches way above its weight class. Now if you've ever ignored suppressors thinking they're just for hiding shots, think again. The suppressor meta has quietly evolved. The Russian SMG precision suppressor now improves hipfire accuracy dramatically, jumping from 0 to +8, and it got a better handling speed too. The PBS Russian suppressor also went from useless to useful. Handling speed was improved from -13 to -4, and gunshot suppression is now strong, not weak. the practical suppressor is also more viable, improving both recoil control and weapon stability. Now, not all suppressors are pure win. The SMG Ego suppressor, for example, gives +5 recoil control but hammers your hipfire accuracy down to -12. That's a big trade-off. The advanced multi-caliber suppressor though, it's straight up busted in a good way. It now improves horizontal recoil, firing stability, and even gives you +18% range. It still hits your handling speed a bit, but the trade-off is totally worth it. And the SR3M stealth suppressor is just better across the board now. Higher gun stability and full suppression. Switching gears to warfare mode now, the M7 battle rifle's base damage was increased from 25 to 26, which doesn't sound like much, but in full auto fights it adds up fast. The AKM once again gets spotlighted with its base chest damage climbing from 26 to 34. That's not just a buff, that's a body shot nuke. Combine that with the performance barrel and your headshot damage also goes from 49 to 52, which basically means you're sending enemies to the lobby faster than they can even ADS. The practical long barrel didn't get the damage treatment, but its range and velocity were buffed from 9% to 15%, making it ideal for long distance stab firing. So after looking at all this, what's the meta looking like now? The SR25 feels like the new king of marksman rifles, smooth, clean and forgiving. The AKM is absolutely cracked this season, especially with performance barrel builds. The CI-19 and Mini 14 are rising stars for range fights, while the suppressor scene has opened up a ton of variety that actually affects your performance now, not just sound. That wraps up the full breakdown for Break Season's weapon balance patch in Delta Force Mobile. If this video helped you understand what's hot and what's not, or if you just want to flex that knowledge in front of your squad, drop a like, hit that sub button if you haven't already, and remember, type DFM gang in the comments to be featured in the next vid. I'll catch you all in the next one. Until then, stay sharp, stay cheeky, and keep frying.
Tango down!
Objective Alpha cleared. Stay firm. We've sustained heavy losses, but we must push forward. Allied troops launching an assault on Objective Alpha.